But I had worked with him on a sitcom about a month prior. Then I worked on another NBC show with the director of our pilot for Grimm, and both the producer and the director liked me, and I could tell that I was getting very special treatment, and I'm like, ooh, I have a good chance on this one. And yeah, I just kind of went in front of the producers, and they liked me, and I got it. It was very thrilling. I remember where I got the phone call. I was driving out of Universal Studios, and they called. There was like 10 people on the line, which is always a good sign. And I had to pull over. I almost ran into a Chinese food store. That was wonderful. And the rest is history. Now I'm here. You have a question?
Kind of. Just wondering if you are going to try to move out of the singing and dancing.
Singing and dancing. Well, I need someone to play the guitar for me. But I must dance. I mean, my moves. I'm slightly trying to weasel out of it.
So is there anyone in the room who'd like to play the guitar?
Well, maybe we can get our boy back up here. Well, while they rustle him up, someone's on it. We'll go with another question. But thank you for bringing that back up. Why couldn't I just had a drink?
Hi.
Hi.
Over the course of 6 seasons, obviously you became really close with the cast.
Yes.
I was wondering which cast member is most like your first impression of them, and which one is least like your first impression of them?
Yeah, okay. That is a really good question. Silas Monroe is the most like my first impression of him. Do you guys love Monroe? I mean, he's such a phenomenal actor. No, I thought when I first met him, I'm like, God, yeah, he's like really detail-oriented and kind of a curmudgeon. I think I'm gonna like him. And when I left 6 years later, he's a detail-oriented kind of curmudgeon, and I really like him. And then I would say Bitsy is the least like my first impression of her. In a great way. I thought she was very standoffish and kind of snooty, and she couldn't be any less that way. But it is remarkable how, when you're working with for 6 years with a group of people, you have first impressions, and then like second impressions, and then like a whole wave of other impressions. And you kind of get to know every single side, which is so wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Hello, how are you?
I'm just being fine.
So Sasha last year told us that he had his own voodoo donut. Have you been there, and do you have your own voodoo donut?
You're seeing the face of envy right now, because I do not have my own voodoo donut. I have been there. Do you guys know what voodoo donuts is? All right. Well,
He showed us a picture of his donut.
What is his donut?
You should ask Sasha
Oh,
to show you a picture of his donut.
Oh my Lord.
Thanks.
I will tell you that Reggie Lee, who plays Sergeant Wu, has his own donut at another donut store in Portland called The Dirty Woo. Silas Weir Mitchell has his own drink called The Monroe. Sasha, I guess, has his own donut, and I just had that show named after me. So, what are you gonna do? Hi.
Hello. As someone else who's an American of Italian descent,
Yes.
do you know, I only have one Italian grandparent though, but like, we know right where he was from.
Yeah.
But do you know where any of your family's from?
Yeah, I know exactly where my family's from. So my grandmother and my grandfather both came from a small town in Montecatini Terme. For those of that's kind of west, am I right? It's like northwest of Florence, a little bit. But the tiny town within that is called Ponte Buginese. Does anybody know that place? Who? Somebody knows that? Raise your hand. You know Ponte? Am I pronouncing it correctly?
Right.
Ponte Buginese. 2 years ago, Bitsy and I came to Florence for Christmas. Less than 2 years ago, and we drove to the home that my grandmother was born inside of, and my family's maintained contact with the family who owns it now, and we had Christmas like dinner there. So it was incredible. And the roads are so confusing. I have an outstanding ticket now in Italy. I drove in the wrong part of Florence, I suppose. But yeah, that's exactly where I'm from. And when I was walking around there, everybody looked like me.
Yeah. So strangely, I've never seen my eye color really outside of my family, but the first time I ever came here, I was like, oh, holy crap.
They found it.
Yeah.
What is your eye color? I can't see that.
Kind of multi.
Oh, I'm drowning in those multicolored eyes.
It was like the same thing in Ireland too. It was like, oh, I feel like I'm home.
That's great. And where are you from in Italy?
There's a little town called Acri in
Acri.
down south. It's in the boot area.
In the boot. Got it. Got it.
Yeah. Somewhere.
Are we supposed to not get along then? I don't know the rules. Okay, well, I love
Only
you.
a quarter. You can only fight with me a quarter.
I would, yeah, I'm a coward. Hi guys, any more questions here? Jason, we're supposed to sing and dance together.
Yeah, I was summoned.
All right.
We usually, when I get off, I wait and I see, make sure there's a couple people in line,
Yeah.
make sure you're rolling, which you had.
I was on a
You
roll.
had it down pat, so
Brother.
I was like, he's good. I'm gone. I'm gonna take 5, and I got about 10 steps away, and they were like, they're calling for you. And I was like,
So I
"Dang it, the one time
spun to
walked
sing and
away."
dance, so I'm going to ask for you to play guitar and sing something that I can join you with.
Okay.
Because you're going to be the anchor, and I'm just going to flutter around, man. Just going to jam with you. What do we want to listen to, ladies? Ladies.
Hallelujah.
What are we going to sing? I shouldn't have smoked those cigarettes. I came to Rome, I started smoking again. Haven't smoked in years. Don't know.
When in Rome.
My day started with prosciutto and has ended with a cigarette.
Well, you tell me. What would
What's
you...
an Italian, who's an Italian-American singer, songwriter? Sinatra?
Oh.
Who? I thought you said Steve Martin.
I might have my banjo back in the... yeah, I'll look. You give me the song. I'll look it up, and then I'll.
What do we want, ladies?
What about? I don't know. What about Dock of the Bay?
Should I let you sort it out? Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah, let's do it, man.
You like Dock of the Bay?
Yeah.
You know?
Sitting on the dock of the bay.
Easy.
Wait, give me the lyrics. Yeah, I only know sitting on the dock of the bay. Guys, I have a terrible voice.
You
figure this out.
You don't have a terrible voice.
I have to drink
Lovely.
I have to drink some agua. Aqua? Water.
I'll take your time. I love the build-up. I'm gonna have to use that in my shows. This next song. Hold on 1 second.
I'll just kind of join when we get there. I can join in once you start.
Sitting in the morning sun.
Wow, he's good.
I'm sitting when the evening comes.
Wow. Keep it up, baby. I can't get that high. Maybe I'll do the dancing part. Keep it up. Keep it up.
That's it's difficult to.
I gotta grind on him.
I feel like in between you're like, yeah, keep it going.
He's a beautiful voice. They ought to get you on Supernatural.
The music has been on.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah.
I know that. Keep it coming.
Close
keep it
enough for
coming.
me. Where was I? Oh yeah. Sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, I just want to sit on the dock of the bay,
Wasting time.
Hey!
I can't get that high.
You did. That sounded great.
Thank you so much.
I left my home in LA.
Ooh, personalization.
Now I'm jamming in Italy.
Well
Cheap
done,
thrill.
brother.
Cheap thrill.
Does that count? Did we do it? All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Nicely done, brother.
Yeah, there you go. Well done.
Thank you so much. Thanks for coming back on the stage. You're trying to take a bathroom break, I'm sure. Got a pretty voice. Hi. A question.
Yes, so as a former Portland resident, one of the many things that I loved about Grimm was just being able to see Portland. You live in Portland, right?
Yeah, well,
So
sadly,
my
just
question
left,
was,
but
what's
yeah.
going to happen now? Yeah. 'Cause
No, just moved back to LA. Just bought a house in Los Angeles. Reluctantly, but necessarily.
How did you like Portland?
What's that?
How did you like Portland?
Oh, Portland, for those of you, it's a tiny town in America. It is the greatest town I could have ever imagined living in. For 6 years, and we all just fell in love with it. Bitsy has kept her house there. We're renting it out in the hopes that we can end up there again at some point. But yeah, it's so verdant and cinematic and peculiar and absolutely lovely little town. What about you?
I'm in Flagstaff now, but still trying to get to the Pacific Northwest.
Did you like it? Did you enjoy it?
I loved Portland. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not a native Portlander either, but I just fell in love with it.
Yeah, it's pretty beautiful. I got my beard in Portland. Another question.
Hi, it's me again.
Hello again.
I could just take the microphone and ask.
Yeah, we have plenty. We have plenty.
Yeah, asking for a friend. We're
course.
just wondering, what are you doing now after Grimm?
Well, I just did a pilot for a show called Mission Control. It was it's the people who did The Martian, and well, it's a cautionary tale. It just found out like 3 days ago it did not get picked up as series. So, what are you gonna do? But so then, now I'm here. I'm meeting with the director on Skype at 8:15 p.m. So you just kind of keep hustling now.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for exposing me as an unemployed actor. Appreciate that. Guys, I could use a hug. Come on up. Embrace me out of my sorrows. What is this? So sad. What do you guys want from me? You want to play another game? Oh God, I hope it doesn't land on sing and dance again. I just wanted to land on a drink. Have we done the surprise thing yet? Has that even happened? Has it ever not landed on sing and dance? I think it's a structural default. Has it ever not landed on sing and dance? Let's go. Okay, raise your hands if you think it's going to end on sing and dance. Raise your hand if you think it's going to land on surprise. Okay, here we go. Come on! Drink! That is okay with me. How does this work? What do I do? Do I pour the Snapple out? What is this? Yeah, it's landed on drink. Apple juice. So, is the idea we don't know what's what?
So you can choose whatever you like. Emojis or...
I think I might try this right here. 1 second. How was this fun for you guys? Yeah, true. I'll tell you what.
Let's see if you recognize what it is.
If I recognize what this is, I can recognize it from about 6 yards away. It's not apple juice. Wow. Do you want me to tell you what it is?
Have you discovered the tree or thing?
That is not scotch. That is bourbon whiskey. It's rum. It's cognac. Oh my God. Okay, so that's probably cognac. I got the cognac. Wow, that is. I'm living hard in Italy. My God. I thought you people were supposed to live longer than Americans. It's just salted meat, cigarettes, and liquor for me since I got here. Good Lord. Guys, any other questions? Hey, look at who it is. Miss Sweden.
But I mean, I have so many questions.
Sure.
Yeah, and mojitos.
Please, are you just getting hammered right now?
Oh, totally.
Okay.
Yeah. But I was going to ask if there was a cruise, like, have you all heard of like Walker Stalker cruise or something? They
The
have
what? A cruise? Like an actual...
They have a cruise with the cast from The Walking Dead. So if
Oh, wow.
there was a cruise, would you do it?
There was a cruise when I do it?
Yeah, like a 4-day cruise from like Miami to Cozumel, Mexico, or to Bahamas or something.
Just for example. Would you guys do a cruise with me? I'd do a cruise. I would do a cruise. Let's all get on the boat, shall we? I'll do a cannonball, you'll all get wet. No. Yeah. Hello. Another question.
Yes, considering the Grimm Tales and you and Itzy are coming to Germany in August, I think.
That's right.
Yeah. Do you have any plans to visit like fairy tale like sceneries or castles, or do you just land, do the common?
I haven't thought at all about it, but that is actually a very good. That's a very good idea.
Yeah.
Perhaps someone could
Yeah,
broker that for us.
Actually, Schlossburg is like 10 kilometers from where I live, so it's like I had a lot of thoughts like.
What is the name of the town that we're going to? Do you know?
Solingen.
I'm going to Solingen.
Yeah, Solingen is quite famous for like knives and cutlery and yeah, all kind of metal items.
Famous for our cutlery.
It's prominent in Europe, I guess. I don't know if you have your own brand for these kind of things.
Hey, Milwaukee, where I was from, famous for toilets.
Yeah, but
Kohler, man, they flush like nothing else.
But Solingen is not really a very nice town, but Schlossburg is actually pretty nice. But there's like nothing to do around Schlossburg. So the biggest...
She is selling Germany to me. There's nothing to do there, but nearby there's nothing to do, so...
I told Sasha, who's going to Bonn, it's the city where I actually studied and I lived there for 9 years. And I told him, like, you should go to Drachenfels. It's also a very mythical area, and it's nice for hiking. And I don't know, if you're into mountain biking, I think it's quite a challenge. Yeah.
That's a young man's game, mountain biking. No longer. I'm a cognac man. I hope I get a little street cred in Germany. I hope Germans know that I played the Grimm for 6 years.
I think they do.
I want free entrance to like a theme park. I want something.
Yeah, then you should go
Not
probably
much.
to Hanau. Hanau is like where the Grimm brothers were born and where they were very active. And there's like every street is called something Grimm. Yeah.
Yeah, they love the Grimms over there.
Yeah, actually my last name is Grimme.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, and that's like I had to.
You're Grimlet.
Yeah, I had to check out the show, and then it's called Grimm, and then it was actually very nice.
That's how we got most of our viewers. You have a similar name? Watch.
Yeah, well, and I stuck with it, and it was a good choice. Yeah.
Thank you for
I just
that.
really hope that.
Well, that's a good idea. Maybe we'll look into that, I think.
You should.
I've got to plan that. That got me very anxious. I haven't thought about that at all. But it's a good idea.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello.
Hello. I was just wondering, this morning you were asking if somebody has a scissor and can trim your beard. So did you find anyone to trim your beard?
I have I'll contextualize this for the audience. So I have one of those electric beard shavers. I was intending to shave my face. And then, well, it feels pretty. Anyway, so I plugged my thing in, and like the shaver just like shorted out, and it didn't work. So I was asking if anybody had a beard trimmer near them. I have not yet found anybody. Yeah. Yeah. I was taking scissors to it earlier, and I was like, Okay. When you have a beard, you can never feel clean. I'll shower, and then the next thing I'm just like, ugh. All right. Hi. Hi.
One of my favourite comedy scenes that I think probably wasn't meant to be comedy was your fight with Prince Kenneth, who's...
Yeah. 8 feet taller than me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
That's always good.
What was it like to film that? How did it work?
He's 6'9". I don't know. I mean, he was like, I don't know. I mean, Nick Burkhart fought so many creatures that were so much larger than him that by that time I was like, the audience either accepts this or they don't. So, in real life, he would have beaten me up. But in TV, not when your guy is the name of the show. You always win the fights. But yeah, it was ridiculous. He was a great guy. Hi.
Hello there. So, I know that you're sort of new to the whole convention.
A little bit new, yeah.
You know, done Dragon Con and
Yeah.
one or two Wizard Worlds. Have you had any like weird experiences or any good fan experiences that are memorable to you?
I've only had good fan experiences, except here. This. No, I have, the whole thing is a weird experience. I mean, in a good way. But I think I know what you're looking for here. Oh my God, yes, okay, here's a great one. I believe in Australia, and a man who, the Australians would call this man a bogan, which is kind of like hillbilly. I don't know what the word would be here. Country. He was talking to me, he loved the show, and he's like, hold on, I want to take a photo with you, but hold on really quickly, can you do me a favor? He popped out his eye, asked me to hold it for the photo, and we've been friends ever since.
Did you seriously hold
Oh yeah, I was kind of like, oh, let's do this. He was a great guy, but yeah, he just popped his eye out and gave it to me. It wasn't round, it was like kind of like the shell of an eye. It was a bizarre moment for all. But I was in. So for all of you, if you have false limbs, you can give one to me. And we can rejoice in it.
Hey, so in the last panel, Sasha was saying that you got Nick's car when the show ended.
That's right.
Was there anything else you took when it ended?
Oh yeah. I got a lot of things from the show. I was really good friends with the guy who was in charge of our props. And he's like, sir, I can have a couple things fall off the back of the truck for you. And so yes, I got the car, Nick Burkhart's Land Cruiser. I had to pay $247.50 for it. So it's a good deal. I got the double-edged axe. I got my badge. I got my fake gun. I got my license plates. I mean, is that enough? I got Bitsy Telek. That was a good one. She's a tax write-off now. So yeah, lucky guy. I keep her in the car. She loves it in there. Hi.
Hi, Giblet.
Hey! She called me a giblet, and I thought it was the greatest name for all the guys. So please start calling everybody, all of the guys here, giblets.
Hi, I was just wondering if you could play any fictional or non-fictional character, who would it be and why?
Who would it be? Any fictional or non-fictional? So you're opening this wide up. Who would I play?
Or one of each.
Okay. Let's find it. I'll find it out loud, like on Jeopardy. I would want to play something very different from myself. So, okay. Okay, but it's fun to play things that are incredibly different from you. I got to play on Grey's Anatomy, like one of my first roles, I played a gay guy. And I had to make out with another man. And it was like, I was like pumping myself up in the trailer, like, okay, I can do this. So somewhere in that realm of like discomfort, but because it was kind of an adrenaline rush in a strange way, that you had to like rev yourself up. for making out with a dude. So I don't know. I can't. It's too wide. I just want to be a giblet. Thank you. Hi.
Ladies and
I
gentlemen,
think I said I just want to play a guy who makes out with people.
I just want to say
Thank you.
really well done.
You don't want to touch my clan. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
It was a pleasure playing with you, by the way.
Really,